Hey guys, happy Saturday. It is 12 p.m. in beautiful central Illinois, and we are going to do some free live tarot readings. Hope you're all doing well, wherever you are in the world and whatever time it is. Welcome. Okay. So I want to get started right away. I want to remind everybody that questions are chosen at random. Donations take priority. In the About section of this video, you should see my PayPal me link. Donations in any amount are greatly appreciated. I use that to improve the channel. That being said, let's get started. I'm going to use the Wizard's Tarot here for the first question. And it looks like we've got a question here. Yursra, hope I'm saying that right. Showcat. When will I meet my life partner? Let's do a shuffle and see what we can see. When will I meet my life partner? I'm going to say hello to some people here. Jane, how are you? And Nav, welcome back. So glad to see you. Georgia Peach, hello, hello. I love the the peach emoji. I didn't even realize there was one. Oh, Manishka, Preeti, Aneri, hello. Hope you're all having a great day, or actually I think evening for many of you. Thanks for staying up late to be with me here. We're a little delayed time-wise in the U.S. for some of you. Okay, so when will you meet your life partner? Ursa wants to know. Yursa, sorry. Okay. Let's take a look. When will I meet my life partner? That's two happy cards right in a row. New opportunity. Wow, we've got some really nice cards here. When will I meet my life partner? Well, here with the Ten of Cups, what that's saying is, that's having it all. That's just having that beautiful, happy family relationship, home life, that kind of a thing. I know with the glare there, I'm going to have to change my lighting, but if you can see this, there's a rainbow, there's this beautiful lotus, everything is beautiful. That is in the first spot, which implies to me that that would be a sooner rather than later kind of situation. Next to that, we have the sun. The sun is the happy, happy card. These two next to each other, that is wonderful. These two together. Here we also have the Eight of Swords. Now, the Ace of Swords. Aces are always new opportunities. And something new is coming in. I think that you're going to have a new kind of direction on how you're going to meet people. I don't know if you have somebody in mind, perhaps, but what this is saying, these first three cards, that happiness is there. And as obviously with a life partner, you want it all. That's what makes them a life partner. And these two cards really indicate that. Now, the new opportunity that's coming in to help create this is swords. Now, swords is the suit of thoughts, ideas, communication. So here it is paired with the Page of Pentacles. And pages are always new information, new messages. And the Pentacles, that's something that stands for manifestation, upcoming challenges at the same time as being able to develop new things. That makes sense in developing a relationship. So this spread looks really good for the type of person you're going to meet. I do believe here that this is saying that it isn't going to be much longer. We've got a new opportunity coming right in. And look at these two. They're running right toward each other, right? So let's pull an endgame card and see if we can get a little more of an idea on timeline. I'm going to pull the last card in the deck. Four of Swords. rest and relaxation and reflection. Okay, how does that apply to your question? This is saying that you're going to need to wait. You're going to need to really be taking everything into consideration. There might be a chance that, you're perhaps looking in the wrong place. Perhaps you need to shake it up a little bit. Perhaps you need to consider somebody who you might not even realize has been there. Take a different look. So it looks like it might be a little bit. These being in the front is what made me think that that was going to be sooner. But this is saying you need to wait and relax. So it's coming. I mean, I can see it. I see it right here. And the new opportunity is just the new thought. That's why I mentioned that I think it might be somebody or another way of meeting people, something like that, that you need to kind of look at a little differently. Got the page here. Things are happening. You're going to make sure to plow forward with this, but kind of look at things differently. Maybe reach out to some new people, new communication, but be ready that it might take a little bit because you want to be sure. Okay, I hope that was helpful. All righty, so let me do a quick refresh here. Night reader, welcome. Okay, so that reading was for Yursa. Remember that the Night Reader Tarot is here to assist me. He does select the questions randomly and alert me to help me stay organized because I am very focused on the cards. So our next question, let me just check something. I have to do a little bit of a reorganizing here. 1 second. Okay. Sorry about that. All right. Nav asks, is Nadeep, Scorpio, the one I, Virgo, will marry in the future? I think we talked about this a little yesterday. Let's kind of do a little bit of a follow-up to our reading yesterday. Oh, you know what I'm going to use? I'm going to use the Druid Craft. That one seems like a Druid Craft kind of question. Oh, my goodness. I hope you guys are having a good Saturday. So far, I have been cleaning my house and doing laundry. So, depending on how you look at it, that's kind of good because getting it done, but also is kind of not my favorite thing. Okay. Oh, Kayla, proud mama. How are you? I'm so glad to see you. So glad to see you. Okay, dokie. So let's see. Is Nadeep the one I will marry? We want to know. Druid Craft is going to give us some insight here. Okay. Let's find out. Some of the cards that are really shiny are really hard with my lighting. I don't have professional lighting, and the glare sometimes on the shiny cards is like blinding. You can't even see what they are. I have to do some adjustments, it seems like. Okay. The one you will marry in the future. Oh my goodness. It looks like a big yes. Okay. Ace of Pentacles. New opportunity in the form of resources. Oftentimes it's what's going on here? There we go. Oftentimes it's a new money coming in, new wealth, new financial opportunity. But remember, Pentacles is the suit of resources. So that's not just money. That's more time. It could be getting a new house. I mean, things like that. But typically it's associated with some money. Is he the one you're going to marry in the future? Look at this. We got the 3 of Cups. Happy celebrations, supported. This is looking really good. New opportunity for resources plus the celebration, which would obviously tie into a marriage, especially if you're planning a large wedding. Here we have the 5 of Swords. I think what this is saying is that there's always going to be somebody who is not happy. That's always, there's always going to be somebody that's not happy. You can't please everybody. But I think you're going to kind of be dealing with a little contention there about getting things going. I feel like there's a little resistance to things. But don't let that worry you, because right next to that we have the Empress. And the Empress, obviously you see she's pregnant. So sometimes it's a fertility card. But others, when that's not in the realm of what you're wanting to do, it's about ideas, about nurturing things, growing things, much as you would a baby if you were pregnant. But this can also be pregnant with ideas, pregnant with potential. I am thinking here that things are looking really good. But I do think that you're going to have to deal with somebody who's a little standoffish and not maybe being the most supportive. It's right next to this card, which is the support, celebration, happiness. I think there's somebody in there I'm seeing. But I definitely see things happening. These three are the big winners there. And this one is just kind of a be aware. Be aware. There's going to be, potentially a little bit of going back and forth with somebody. Okay, looking good now. Looking good. All right. I've done some rearranging here to try to make some more room for myself. So hopefully on my end, I will have a little less knocking things over and bumping into everything. All right, let's see here. Our next question. Remember, Knight Rider is my eyes and ears. And also, if I'm busy in a reading and not looking at the chat, if you have something that you need to kind of speak about, please direct some questions to Knight Reader in terms of the chat and what's going on. Georgia Peach, how did TW call things off? Oh, no, why, excuse me, did TW call things off? Will he return? Okay, so TW, there's been a breakup or something, and will he come back? Let's see if we can get a why, too. What's going on? What was why or TW thinking? Why did he call things, or he or she call things off? Oh, he right there. Will he return? I always try to be gender neutral. Okay, we're going to use the Light Seers Tarot. Why are things being called off? Okay. Why did TW call things off, and will he be back? I think I put my light in the wrong spot. It's a little glary. I apologize. I will move it for the next show. Okay. Okay, why did he call things off, and will he return? Well, I see that he called things off, and it's making you upset. Making you upset. I can definitely see that. Let's see. All right, so what have we got here? The Chariot. That's typically some fast movement. Something's moving quickly. I'm wondering if things kind of happened out of the blue to you. Well, obviously, you're asking this question, so that kind of answered that for me. Things happened quickly, and it left you feeling, obviously distraught, upset. A lot of times this card, though, is a representation of overthinking. So clearly, calling things off made you upset. Yes, that is clear. But there also might be something you're doing to yourself. You might be overthinking things, which is causing the idea of the pain, the thoughts about the breakup. That's what's really keeping, you're blowing it up. It's important to you, obviously, but I think you're kind of ballooning it. You're kind of making it worse than it is. I think you need to look at it from a different perspective. I think you just don't realize you know. I think if you think about it from kind of a calm spot, when we're upset, it's hard to see things from all different perspectives. When it's ourselves, it's hard to see. But what I would suggest, imagine that a friend of yours is telling you this in the same exact way that it happened for you, but imagine a friend is telling you about it. And what would you say? We can be more objective when it's not us. When it's us, it's kind of like, we can't figure it out. That's exactly what the Hanged Man is telling you to do, to look at things from a different perspective. So let's put it all together. Things happen quickly, and I think you were left feeling like, oh my goodness, what's going on? I am so upset, clearly. And you're overthinking it to the point, and you're running in circles because you don't have an explanation. You can't pinpoint it. You're running in circles and you're ballooning this up because you don't know, and you can't figure it out. What this is saying is you need to look at it from a different perspective. You know what it is. You just haven't put two and two together. So let's do an endgame card, though, because I want to see if he will return. This is kind of more about figuring out why. I'm going to pull the last card from the deck for my endgame. Yeah, he's coming back. Look at that. The Knight of Cups. This guy here is just got it all. He's like the ideal boyfriend, the ideal husband, at least in your mind, like coming in. He's sweeping you off your feet. This is what if you could have designed somebody, this would be who he is. He can't wait. Look at this guy. He's got flowers. He's bringing them to you. You've got this little note here and a little picnic planned. This is saying to me that, yeah, he will be back. However, remember, you need to think about this, or there might potentially be the likelihood it will repeat or not last. Now, that doesn't mean that he's not at fault. I'm not saying this to tell you you're at fault and you need to figure it out. I want you to figure it out too. What is it that you want? Sometimes we just want what we can't have. So like a breakup and stuff makes you want more. Or perhaps you've been playing, it takes two to dance and to tango, or what that saying is. So you have a role in this too. And I think you know what it is. You just haven't put it together yet. You just haven't put it together. But look at him. He's coming in. All right. Georgia Peach. I'm going to break everything. I will be anxious to hear. You'll have to report back. It's hard. I mean, if you feel comfortable. I always love to hear like how it plays out, So I'd love to know if you feel like sharing. Let's take a look here. The next question. Remember, the questions are chosen at random, and the donations will guarantee a reading and bump you up in the queue. If you're real excited to get it, or you want to guarantee it, go ahead and drop a donation. Any amount will count. Okay, so Manishka, hello. I saw you a couple times here. Welcome back. I'm so glad you're a loyal watcher. All right, Manishka would like to know, will I get a good job this year? Good question. Let's find out. I am going to use the classic Llewellyn. Let's take a look. Will you get a good job this year? Manishka, let me find out here. Shuffle, shuffle. All right, let me see here. Let me back up. Okay. All righty. Will I get a good job this year? Let's see. We want to know what's in store career-wise. Okay, let us see. Okay. I'm going to say yes, yes, and yes. We have three awesome cards here. Okay, so let's kind of just take a look at what the tarot is saying. You have the opportunity to create whatever it is that you want, whatever that is that you need. So having that confidence in yourself, kind of... I don't know if you're into kind of like the law of attraction or positive thinking, that kind of energy work. What that says is like attracts like. If you have the confidence and, you continually believe it when you say it to yourself, I'm going to find something. I'm going to find, X, Y, and Z. I'm going to feel this way when I get it, and just keep plowing forward, just knowing it's going to come. That will help bring things quickly. So use a little bit of that. Use a little of the law of attraction and create this for yourself, because that's what the magician is saying. If you put your mind to it, you're going to be able to do this. Followed by the magician, we have the sun. The sun is just saying that everything is going to be happy. Everything is going to be rosy. You're going to feel fulfilled. And then right next to that, we have the Four of Wands. That's about celebration, happiness, successes, building something. So here we have these three wonderful cards that are, like I said, yes, yes, and yes is what they're saying. Now here, this is not necessarily a no, but being in the first spot, what it's telling me is that you are really focused on what you don't have. Clearly, not having a job matters, or being in a job you don't like and wanting to switch matters. So, of course, that's important. But what this card is saying is, I mean, look at this card. Okay. He's crying over these that spilled. He's all upset. He's not even seeing these two right here. He's got the castle right here. He could easily pick up these cups, go to the castle, and have this wonderful life back. But he's looking at these instead. He's kind of frozen. So what that's telling me is, here in this interim phase, while you're looking for something better, there's something you're not seeing. Perhaps it ties into the magician. Perhaps you're going at this in a negative, sad, depressed kind of mentality. And, you know, that's going to stop you from being able to create all this. Don't hold yourself back by only thinking about what you don't have. Think about what you do have. Think about what you want. And imagine the feeling you're going to have when you do create it. I know sometimes that doesn't help in the moment, you know, to say, well, this doesn't feel like I'm really doing anything. It does help. And if nothing else, it helps your state of mind. So you don't even need to believe in all that if you don't want to, but it helps your state of mind. This is saying, take a look around you. There is more that you're not seeing. And this is saying, absolutely, this is going to be awesome. Awesome. Alrighty, good luck with that. Definitely makes a difference how you think about things. Like I said, at the very least, it helps your mental state, right? I mean, who wants to be upset and anxious all the time? I mean, that just doesn't sound like any fun for anybody. All right, so let me just check and refresh, and we are going to move on. All right. Do you hear my dog drinking water? He is a very big dog. He is a Rottweiler. And when he drinks water, everybody knows it. Okay, so let us see. All right. Okay, enough drinking over there. Oh, sorry. All right. Senin. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. The question is, I have applied for residency. Will I get it? And if so, when? So let's do a Arcanum Tarot. Another new deck of mine that I absolutely love. They are very shiny cards, so I'm going to see here. Hopefully they won't be too much of a glare until I get to move my lighting system. When we're done here, I'm going to do that. Okay, I've applied for residency. Will I get it? And if so, when? We're looking to see. It would be great to see a lot of pentacles. It would be really great to see a lot of pentacles. Okay. Great card for this. Great card. Okay. Alrighty. So, I can see that this is something obviously that you, you want, obviously, or you wouldn't have asked the question. But this card is showing me, with a huge glare on it, it is showing me that, again, we had this in the other reading, but a different look. This is the Eight of Cups. This is walking away from something, and that doesn't mean that's bad. It just means you're done with it, and moving on into a bit of mystery, leaving things behind and kind of walking away, not in a negative way, but you're kind of just done. So that would mean perhaps that, you know, you're done with that chapter in your life. You're ready to move on. The page being next to that, though, it kind of implies that there is something that you're leaving for. There's something, I'm wondering if there's somebody you're interested in that is helping you to be more secure, to want to stay where you are. And again, I know you've applied for it, so clearly you want this. But this is showing me that there's some more coming. There's a new message here about something involving emotional connection. This, the Emperor, that's when I flipped it over and I said, this is looking good. The Emperor, he's just coming in. He is strong. He is secure. He is like the suit of armor that plows through. He reminds me of the King of Swords, but he's even more secure, even better. The Emperor, he's just the all-knowing, making things happen. So this, to me, tells me that, you know, it's looking very good that you will achieve or receive the residency. Here, the Seven of Wands, that's a little bit different. The Seven of Wands, that's about kind of fighting things off, standing your ground, but having to stand against something that might be, attacking is not the right word, but that is kind of just, you're having to defend your position, maybe trying to take things away. These are both very warm fire type of cards, which is action, which is passion. So this makes sense. I mean, if you're applying for residency and you're having to, I don't know exactly what's involved, but I'm sure that you have to answer questions and prove certain things or whatnot. You've done that, and you are just, you're standing your ground. You're feeling like other people are kind of throwing wands at you, but you're standing your ground. You're not going to let anybody knock over what you've already accomplished. So I think you have the right mindset. I think that's important. The walking away with this page, I'm thinking that there is going to be a message for you, a message of something that's of importance, residency. I think this page, because he is next to these, is saying that this is the message you will receive. You will receive positive news. It is cups, so therefore it's emotions, something that's going to make you very happy. The side note, though, I did see something here. I'm wondering if there is some kind of romantic interest, or there is potentially somebody coming up that will make your residency even that more valued because you've got somebody else. So I think this guy here is telling us two things. You might be meeting somebody soon, but what it's also saying with these three together is you're going to get the happy message that, yes, you will receive the residency. Okay. Well, good luck. Good luck. I'm not sure all that's involved really with it, but I know it's a process, and I know it's probably very stressful, you know, just trying to get everything worked out. Okay, so it looks like we have a donation. Thank you so much for your donation, Victoria. Victoria has a donation. Now, what I'm doing, you guys, just so you know, starting today, I am writing down PayPal names and YouTube names, so I can stop having to ask everybody 100 times. I realize they're different names. Mine has a different name. Everybody does. But let's just see, Victoria. I'm going to scroll through to find Victoria, and in the future, I will hopefully know. All right, Victoria. Here we go. I found it right away, and you do, as I went into that whole speech, you have the right name. Okay, so Victoria would like to know, still no communication from R. So as the month is nearly finished, will it be next month that I will get contact from him? I remember this. Yes, we were thinking that that was going to be coming this month, and it's the 25th, so we have 6 days left in the month. I want to use for this question, oh, not that one, this one. I want to use today's journey. I want to use today's journey. Get out of its little magnetic box. All right, let us find out. So, okay, we have not heard from R. The month is almost over. And when are you going to get some contact? Still quiet on the R end. Let's just see. When are you going to get some contact? Okay. Okay, let's just see what's going on. Okay. What am I doing? There we go. Shush. All right. So, Child of Water, that is the page. Remember, we were just talking about the page. This one looks different. And again, another shiny deck. This is the page of water, which is cups. And that is about bringing messages of love. There is a message coming in. Here with the 18, this is intuition, which is also the moon. That's meaning, you know, it's a little unknown. There is still something here that is unknown. Mystery, obviously. But notice in this card, it's a psychic looking into a crystal ball, trying to figure it out. So again, I'm thinking right there that there is a little bit going on that still needs to be determined. Let's keep going, though, and see if we can kind of put the story together. Three of Earth. This is a Three of Pentacles. This is about hard work, a craft, and showing it off. I mean, look at this guy here. In this particular deck, he is at a art gallery and showing off all of his work. So it's about attention to detail. It's about skill. It's about talent. Something I think, what I'm seeing is that this is, I think there's something that's keeping his attention. I feel like it's an evolving thing. The reason I say it's evolving is look here at the waves. It's kind of taking it out, taking it in, taking it out, taking it in. You see what I mean? I think there's something that R might be working on that is taking his attention. Nice thing here about the waves on the One of Water, which is the Ace of Cups, which is a new love. Aces are always new opportunities, so that's a fresh thing. So what this is saying to me is, and look at it's like bookend, right? Two love things that are bookend. This is the Page of Cups. This is the Ace of Cups. Message about love, new opportunity about love. And what's in the middle? We've got some hard work, craft, very much, and again, not hard work like, look, I was working on the factory line and I produced 100 of these things. No, this is hard work, meaning I put my heart and soul in this one thing. And I am really dedicated and I'm really focused. And people are noticing. That's what I think's going on. So if it has not happened, there's still 6 days. So we can see what happens. But I think that's what's causing the mystery. The progress of whatever it is that R is working on, it's a little unknown. It's a little up in the air still. It's evolving. So I think he's working on something. Let's pull an end game and see what's going on. If we can determine, you know, the end of July or August, I'm going to pull the bottom. Ooh, more work, more work. The Eight of Earth is the Eight of Pentacles. And yeah, I mean, just hard work, attention to detail. Once again, this is, again, being very focused. Now, look at this guy. He's making or working on whatever he's doing. Ooh, he's doing something with crystals. Look how cool that is. But anyway, he's working hard. He's cutting these gems. You have to be really focused to cut gems, and you have to have a steady hand. Obviously, focus is involved. It's also something that, you have to have. He has safety glasses on. He's trying to make sure that he protects himself. This might have something to do with his livelihood. Making sure to protect yourself, obviously means having a home and having what you need for your, vitality. You have to do that. So this is very clear. I still believe he's coming, but he's working on something. And what this is telling me is that it might still be a while. There's some mystery. I think it's still playing out. I think whatever he's working on is still playing out. So there is no stopping point, if that makes sense. There will be at some point, but he is very, very focused, very focused. We've got that and this. This is literally what these two mean. That is literally what they mean. So to answer your question, that doesn't mean you won't hear from him. There's still 6 days, and August is a whole, 30 or 31, I don't even know, days. But I think it's until whatever he's working on. So maybe, I don't know if you have mutual friends or whatnot, you can maybe figure out, well, what is he doing? And then you can kind of determine, how much longer or what is this going to look like, Okay. Thank you so much for your donation, Vicki. I hope, that you're able to kind of make it through this unknown period. I know that's just so hard for me, at least. It's hard not knowing. Okay, so let's get back to the last place I was. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, here we are. I'm back. All right. Senin. Hope I'm saying that right. I have applied for, I got that one. So sorry. I read it twice. I should have realized. So sorry. As I started reading, I was like, hey, this sounds very familiar. All right. Jane. Will my crush, Aries, reconcile me, communicate, text me again? I'm a Capricorn. How does he feel about me? All right, let's use the light seers. No. We're going to use Anna K. Okay. Still no contact. How does he feel? We need to see about a reconciliation. It's a crush. All right, let's see. Okay. Okie dokie. Let's see. No contact. What's going on? All right. Just right away. I mean, you're going to get through this. Here we have the Three of Swords, which doesn't look, like that couple doesn't look too happy. I'm going to pick it up because of the glare. This is something where somebody's feeling just like you must be, with this question, not knowing what's going on, feeling a little bit heartbroken, kind of overthinking things. But the reason I said that you're going to get through this, you're going to move on through. Look at this. This is a new opportunity of wands. Just by the picture, you can even see she's walking away. She's going to bridge the gap using that wand, which I would never do. I'd fall for sure. But anyway, she is walking through. She is balanced. She is being supported, meaning, she's got support. She doesn't have to run and jump without knowing what to do or where you're going to land. She knows she's going to get over there. So it's through it could be with support of others, but you are going to come through this. So you're going to walk on through, and then look what's next. The Queen of Rods. So with wands. So we got the Ace, and we've got the Queen. So, and look how bright and yellow they are. I mean, that's beautiful. In yellow means obviously happiness, cheerfulness, but it's also about impatience. Yellow also indicates impatience. So to me, what this is saying is there is going to be a little bit of wait time, because here that confirms it. That's the Three of Pentacles. This is a lot of hard work and detail. Now, this looks very different than the last couple we have seen. But, you know, there are some things that you need to potentially work on that you're not noticing. You know, look at her. She's looking the other way. She's not seeing the work. This is about hard work, a craft, being proud of what you've done. That also includes mental work, internal work. You know, that's sometimes the hardest work of all. I mean, you could be lifting rocks in a quarry all day, and you could still say internal personal work is harder. So there's something going on that you need to work on here. But this is absolutely possible. I think that you're going to be getting through this. I think that there's a little bit of work to be done. But there is the opportunity here for a reconciliation. Now, I'm not seeing a huge, like, how does he feel about me card. So let's do an endgame card and see if we can get some more on how he feels. King of Pentacles. I think he feels like he has the upper hand. I think he feels like he's on top of the world. I think he feels like everybody should want him because he is the King of Pentacles. So I'm not suggesting he's some kind of arrogant, you know, jerk, but I think he feels that he's got it all. So I would say it's possible, it's coming, but I think there are some things potentially that need to be worked on. If he is thinking, you know, I'm the king of the world, that's hard. That's hard to break through sometimes. But I think if you can kind of show that, you know, let me back up. Sometimes people only want you when they think you don't want them. It's called the game. It's called the game. That doesn't mean you should go out and be mean to people. Of course not. That doesn't mean you should self-sacrifice and not do what you want to do or what's natural to you. But, you know, if you're over flattering him, if you're paying him too much attention and you're like, hi, 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 that's going to make him kind of go the other way. So I think that's kind of the advice from the cards. It is, let me get that up. It is very possible that that's coming, but I think you're not seeing something. You need to work on something. Okay? Well, good luck. I know internal work, like I was saying earlier, that's the hardest job sometimes, you know, because it's hard to see what's wrong and what's going on in our own head. Emotions are involved, and it makes things not as clear. Okay, so let's move on. We've got Mary M. Hello, hello. What's in store with my job? Am I going to get one soon? And if yes, when? So let's see. Again, I'm going to use the new journey, or today's journey. I like that one for kind of, I don't know, more practical things. It just seems like it really is a good deck. Okay, what's in store with my job? I'm going to get one soon. Mary needs to know what to expect. Okay, let's see. Let's just take a look. Yeah, that glare is terrible. Here I thought I had it all set up. Like a professional little studio in my kitchen. Nope. Okay. King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. That's good for a job. Good, good, good. Okay. King of Pentacles, Father of Earth in this particular deck. He's a king, so this is about somebody who's very stable. It's also Pentacles, which is about money and having it all. Look at, in this particular deck, look at this guy. He is called the Father, and you can imagine the qualities of a father. It doesn't have to be a man, but the qualities of a father, kind of all-knowing, protective, stable, provides for people. And in this card, in this deck, I mean, He's standing up. He's just walked up all these stairs and he's standing out looking over the town. So it's somebody who's kind of coming from a higher perspective. This card is also kind of somebody, it represents somebody who's kind of like a financial person, someone who's done really well for themselves, and people kind of come to him for advice. What better card to have for a job and success? The Youth of Air. This is the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is running in fast. The Knight of Swords, it just can't wait to jump in. The Knight of Swords, we've got, let me see here. We've got the Knight and we've also got the King. So we are going to say that, yes, things are running in, but you need to have a plan. Because if you have a plan with your job, the where you're looking, spiff up your resume, you know, that kind of a thing, you're going to be running right into this. This is the Mother of Fire, which is the Queen. And this is somebody, I mean, look at her. Everybody's voting for her. She's kind of at like a rally and everybody loves her and she's the best one for the job. The job. And here, lastly, we have the Ace of Swords. Guess what that means? New communication. I think something's going to pop for you soon. These are all really good cards. The only thing that is kind of like a warning, not a warning's not the right word, but something to think about is to make sure you have a plan. If you're not getting any nibbles right now, like if you've got your applications out or your resume posted and you're just not hearing anything, you know, shake it up. Go on a different site, look for different keywords, different titles. You know, always follow up with an email when you interview, you know, thank you so much for your time. Things like that. Have a plan. Don't just be willy-nilly throwing your resume or your applications out there and then no follow-up. If you have a plan, it's coming in fast. You need to have that plan, and then you're going to hear from somebody. So yeah, I think that's good news. I think that is good news. All right. So let me put this back so I don't lose it. By lose it, I mean knock it over on the floor. Okay, let's see what we've got next. All right, let me move this. Okay. Okay, let's do this. Kayla Proud Mama. Okay, will I find a new place to live soon? Okay, let me see. Let me pick a good deck. They're all good. But let's see. Find a new place to live soon. We're going to do Tarot in Wonderland. Let's see. All right. Well, Kayla, find a new place to live soon. Okay. Kayla, find a new place to live. Okay. Well, Kayla, find a new place to live soon. Let's find out. Okay, let me put that back. All right, so let's find out. Ooh, something's changing. Something's changing. We got the Tower. We got the Tower. Changes. Oh, wow. I'm going to say it looks like right off the bat, looking good. Looking like a yes. The Tower is the first card with a big glare. Sorry. It is about a big change, a change of consequence, a change that affects you, clearly finding a new place. Here we have the Six of Cups, and that is all about generosity, giving. It's about remembering people and, you know, always having somebody's back. Well, live where you're going to live, even though obviously a house or an apartment is not a person having your back. It is having your back, though, as a place to live. You are secure. You are comfortable. You are sheltered. So I believe that the big change is going to be this happiness, this general. I mean, look, they're all drinking these little, I don't even know what that is, chocolate chip ice cream or something in there. They're happy, they're sharing. This is a great card. Now here we've got the Queen of Cups. This is somebody who everybody loves. She is like the ultimate wife, friend. She loves everybody. Well, this coming in tells me that you are just really going to be happy. I think that this shows that you are going to not only love where you are, but you're going to feel kind of that wide range of emotions. It's not just liking something, not just one thing. This is kind of like an all-encompassing kind of energy, that everything's going well. Remember, she's the queen. She is stable. She is secure. Next to that, we have the Eight of Pentacles. That's about hard work, paying attention to detail. Well, what happens when you need a new place to live? Whether it's a rental or a home purchase, there's a lot of details. You have to sign papers. You have to be looking for the house with the right number of closets, with the right number of, whatever. So there's a lot of details. So let's put this all together. It's looking really good. I think something's going to pop up for you, like kind of out of nowhere. I think out of nowhere, you're going to find something that's really going to change things for you. And you're just going to be like, yeah. Once you get going in there, I'm thinking that these two here are just saying, yes, the fulfillment and the generosity, the safety, the security, that's all right here. And that all applies to a home. Like we said, the shelter, the security, the comfort. If you're the Queen of Cups energy, that's just saying, completely fulfilled. Fulfilled is the right way to say it. And then here, like I mentioned, hard work, but paying attention to details. That's really what's standing out to me. And that makes total sense because of the potential paperwork, the details that you want in your new home. So it looks like something's coming. Look at that tower. The tower's right there, and it's in the first position. That's looking like something is coming. All right, Kayla. I'm glad I got to read for you. All right, so let me just back up a bit. I keep shaking the camera. I'm sorry. Let's see. Here we go. Okay. Nicolina is Hecate, my Greek goddess deity, still mad at me? Are some deities trying to reach out to me? Are my magic skills and determination ready for high-intensity spells and ritual? Okay, so we're getting our spiritual practice in order. We've got some Greek goddess deity out there right now who is currently apparently not speaking to you, but you're wondering if there are others coming in. Let's do a Light Seers Tarot reading for that. This one is not super shiny. Plus, it's really cool, so double win. Okay, let's find out. Hecate. Hecate. What's going on? Okay, still mad? And are there others? Okay, let's find out. Okay, well, I think things are a bit confused right now. I think things are a bit confused. I think there is something going on that is not being followed through on. I think I'm not sure how you communicate or how you get information. Sorry, I didn't realize it was so low. Okay, there we go. I don't know how you communicate or how you get information, but is there a step maybe missing, or are you maybe not following through on something that you kind of committed to, or there's something not being followed through on. The Strength card, that's about being calm and powerful, but calm strength. That means being secure and confident, but also being consistent. So I'm wondering if there was a consistency issue with the follow through. And again, I don't know enough about it. I am not able to contact, my guides, but I would like to think they're trying to talk to me, but my ears just aren't hearing it. But anyway, there was something, it looks like something that was not followed through on. Here we have the King of Swords. He is often like a military leader, kind of going in, feeling safe and secure. Look at this particular card here. In the way that we have it depicted in the Light Seers Tarot, he is sitting up here. Look at, he's got the owls, he's got the crows, bats. Everybody's kind of working with him. People who are, I mean, obviously a crow, a bat, and things, you would be like, I don't know if I'd want that flying around my head. He's got control over all of it. He's going with the flow. He's going with the wind. See his hair is blowing in the wind there? He's also got an owl. The owl, wisdom. Swords are a suit of communication. I think there potentially are others maybe trying to come in. I think your wisdom here, this might potentially be Hecate. That's the one that's, imagine, the owl that returns, that is your partner. And I think there are some other things going around, but I think that you're strong enough to not even let them affect you. You can let them in if they are something that's going to enhance, the journey. It's not that you need to be afraid. He's not afraid. You don't need to be afraid. And these people might just be passing through. I don't see anybody. I mean, look, they're not landing on his shoulder. They're not like flying in his face. The one who stays with you is right there. So I think Hecate is still there, but I think asking you to kind of follow through on something. Now here at the end of this spread, we have the Emperor. The Emperor he's all-knowing, all-doing. He can do anything. He is also a strategizer. Look, he's holding a chess piece. He's got a checkerboard floor. So, strategy, it's almost like the chessboard right there. And he can just sit there in the middle of all that's going on because he knows he's the Emperor. So I think your fear perhaps that you might be feeling, or the unrest, I'm thinking that, you just need to sort of relax and go with it, because there's something you're not potentially following through on that you should think about. But the go with the flow on these other deities, relax, they're passing through. And then I think that, yes, your skills and determination are ready for the high intensity work you're going to do. That's what the Emperor's for. You're ready for it. Make sure you're following through on what you are supposed to be doing consistently. And again, I don't know if you're in conversation or how that's working for you. The others are just flying through. And yes, looking good for what your skills, your magic skills, and your determination. Wow, that was very straightforward reading. So that one was really strong for me. That was really strong. So yeah, that was really strong. All right, we're getting near the end of the hour. I am going to go ahead and I saw another question right here. There we are. Pink Angel, why is my friend mad at me? Let's find out. This is going to be the last reading today, guys. I will be back tomorrow at 12. So please come back. If you have not gotten a chance to have a question answered, we are going to see why is Pink Angel's friend mad. And I am weirdly taking forever to find a deck I want to use. There we go. I just kind of go with what feels good to me. some questions are good, or some decks, I mean, are good for, you know, love, work, whatever. But I honestly just pick what's kind of calling to me or what I'm in the mood for. So, oops, there we go. No rhyme or reason that way. Okay, so Pink Angel, why is my friend mad at me? Let's find out what's going on with your friend. Okay. I trimmed these because they were so huge, and they're still kind of big for my hands. I have a hard time with these. I have a hard enough time as it is. I don't need more trouble shuffling. Okay. All right. Why is your friend mad at you? Okay. Well, you're going to make up. You guys will come back together. Is there a new person in the picture? Is there somebody new? And it could be a romantic interest, but it also could be a friend. I'm thinking, just looking at all of this and just kind of listening to my intuition, I'm thinking it's a friend. I'm not sure, and it could be a love, but I'm thinking friend. That's what I'm getting. I'm wondering if there's a new friend or another friend that, you know, you just recently started connecting to. The Nine of Pentacles. That's kind of about look at me, look at me, look at me. It's somebody who has achieved and accomplished things. It's not somebody who is just a snotty, you know, self-centered person, but it's almost like showing off. And I think your friend might feel that you are kind of feeling left out, but feeling like they're being shown up. Are you spending a lot more time with perhaps a boyfriend or perhaps another friend? Or are you busy with work and not cutting out time? It seems like your friend is thinking that you're just kind of too busy and things are going so well for you and you just are wrapped up in that. I'll explain a little more as we go along. Ace of Cups, that's a new love type of opportunity. And by love, does not have to be romance. It could also be something that you love, something that's near and dear to you, a friend, something else that perhaps is taking your attention. Here at the end, we've got the Ace of Wands. So we've got two aces, new opportunities. This ace is love and emotion. This ace is growth and effort. So I'm thinking here, just with those, something new has happened that has left your friend feeling perhaps left in the dust. Kind of left in the dust, that you don't have enough time, energy, attention. Maybe you're not even realizing this. But I'm thinking your friend is feeling kind of left out and feeling like you're distracted with whatever it is that's making you feel really good. Now, that doesn't mean you shouldn't feel good or about this, or you can't have more friends or a boyfriend or whatever. But I think that is why your friend is upset. I think that is what's going on. Feeling like you don't have enough time or enough energy for your friend. Definitely. That's what I'm getting. That is what I'm getting. Well, all right, my friends, I want to give a big thank you to Night Reader Tarot for being my eyes and ears. And I want to give you guys a huge, huge, huge thank you for being with me today and letting me read for you. Please hit subscribe to my channel so that you always get alerts as to when I'm going to be live or when I do some pop-up videos. I put up some randomly here and there, and I'd hate for you to miss out. So please hit subscribe and come back tomorrow at 12 p.m. Central Time, and let's do some more readings. You have a great rest of your Saturday, and I'll see you tomorrow.